Today, I wanted to talk about the importance of having a decision, making an important decision in your life to become better version of yourself. And so, the reason I'm saying that is a lot of people are scared of making decisions, and so they keep doing what they've always been doing, even though they're not happy with what they have been doing. They're not happy with what they have been getting. As the saying goes, if you do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So for you to get something different, you have to do something different. Um, and all it takes is a decision. So, one day you have to make up your mind and say, you know what, I am fed up with who I have been so far. So I'm going to become someone different. I once listened to Lisa Nichols, who said, I was willing to kill my old self, like, in order to birth to a new me. So what that means is, if you're frustrated with who you've been and what you've been getting, and you've not been happy with your life, you have to make a decision so that you become a new person. It takes extraordinary decisions to do extraordinary things. So those extraordinary decisions, you follow up with them with extraordinary actions. What makes them extraordinary is not this, that they are huge or something like that. The decisions you make are sometimes minimal, like a very small decision, and the actions you take are very small decision. I mean, small actions. But what makes them important is those actions that you follow up with your decisions will be a consistent action. So, for example, when I wanted to change my life, I made up my mind and said, you know what, I need to learn something new so that I can become somebody new. And what it took was I started reading. So I read books, like I became so obsessed that I was reading 5 to 6 books a month. And so what that did for me is it gave me knowledge that I didn't have. And then I started applying that knowledge. Knowledge is power, but it only becomes power when it's applied in your life. So, whatever you know, if you don't apply it, then it just stays there. And so it diminishes or it decreases. But if you apply it and you learn more, and you apply it and you learn more, and you apply it and you learn more, you become more valuable to the society, to the marketplace. And a lot of the times people think that we get paid for the hour. Like we work somewhere and then we get paid, let's say $10 an hour, $20 an hour, $30 an hour. Some people think like that, but when you realize that you get paid for the value you put into a company, into an organization, then you decide and say, you know what, I'm going to become more valuable to myself and to the organization that I work for and to the whole of humanity. So all it takes is a decision, one decision, to say, you know what, I've had enough with myself. I have been sick of, what I've been doing. I've been sick of what I've been getting. Now it's the right time to make a decision to change my life and take a new course. So once you make that decision and then you tie it to a very big dream, like, not to a small dream where, you say, oh, I just need to pay my bills every month. That's not big enough. You have to say, I'm going to triple my salary or my income within the next 6 months, or within the next 1 year, or within the next 2 years, whatever your decisions are. Like, say, in 5 years, I want to make 10 times what I'm making now. Or in, whatever that is. Or in 6 years, I'm going to get my PhD or become a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant, so that I have a specialized knowledge where I can become more valuable. But if you do the same thing without making a decision and then following it up with an action, then you will stay there for the rest of your life if you're unhappy with your life, or if you're not, content with what you're getting. So the advice is, make up your mind, make, and decide What do you want? What do you need to get? And then once you decide, follow it up with an action, and that action should be consistent. It's not that you do it today and you don't do it tomorrow. It has to be consistent. It has to be a full-time job. um, the day you decide that you're going to work full-time for yourself, and not part-time or anything like that, is the day that you realize that that's the most important decision you made. You have to you have to work on yourself more than you work on your job, because your job is, you just get a fixed amount of money. It's a salary, so it might increase annually or semi-annually. But when you invest in yourself, you can, within 6 months, you can go from getting paid $20 to getting paid $50, because you've become intentional in your life and what you want from life. So, and that doesn't only apply to jobs or incomes, it applies to every part of your life. So if you want to be knowledgeable, so my goal is a quest for wisdom. So I'm always looking for wisdom in everything that I read, in everybody that I talk to. Whether I talk to the judge or the janitor in the building, I'm always, acquiring knowledge and wisdom. Whether I talk to the doctor or the doorman, I'm always, my quest is to get as much wisdom as I can. So if you are like that and you're looking for something, whatever it is, whether it's money, whether it's becoming valuable, whether it's becoming a leader, whether it's becoming a business owner, you have to invest in yourself to learn that skill and become extremely valuable, to change your life course. So if you're not willing to invest in yourself and to grow your skills, um, I mean, it's not gonna happen just like that. You're leaving your growth to chance, and chance doesn't just happen. Luck is when opportunity meets a hard work, or somebody who's prepared meets that preparation with an opportunity, and that's when you become lucky. You don't just get lucky. Luck doesn't just happen. Is because you have to put in the time, the effort, and the dedication, and learn. There's a book called Great Leaders Grow, and grow, the G in grow stands for gaining knowledge. So as a leader, you have to gain knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, then you cannot even be a leader, because what are you going to use to influence people? Because leadership basically means influence. So if you don't have knowledge and you haven't gained the knowledge and you're not willing to learn and gain knowledge, then you cannot lead. You cannot even lead yourself. You cannot lead anybody else. So knowledge is the first thing that you have to acquire in trying to become a better leader, a better honor, and a better, whatever it is, whatever professional you're in, a better lawyer, a better doctor, a better dentist, a better accountant and engineer and nurse, on whatever it is, you have to gain knowledge first. And the R stands for reaching out to other people, like mentors and people who know better than you. So, and if you're not trying to do that, you're not trying to grow and learn in order for you to earn more and to have more influence on society, then you'll just be stuck at where you are. And you cannot get out without first making that decision, and then following it up with action, with the decision that you've made. If you want to become an extraordinary person in our society, you have to take extraordinary steps, extraordinary efforts, extraordinary risks. So the biggest risk in life is the one that you never take. So if you're always scared and you fear people laughing at you, criticizing you, then you'll always be stuck there. The moment you decide to get out of your comfort zone and you want to grow, people will come out of the woodworks. They will start criticizing you. Oh, what do you think you are? Are you better than us? You think you're that smart? You think that you're that intelligent? No matter what people say, people's opinion of you is none of your business. So you should not be paying attention to that. You should pursue your dreams. You should pursue your passions. You should pursue your purpose and live within your purpose. And so once you do that and you do it for a while, everything gets better for you. In the beginning, it's going to be difficult. There's going to be a lot of challenges, but you should grow through those challenges. Don't stop doing it because it's difficult or it's challenging. You should grow those challenges and learn from them and learn from your mistakes, and fail and fail and fail and fail. Failure is just a feedback. It's not final. So you have to grow through those failures and understand that failure is your best friend, because it helps you and tells you what you don't know. It just informs you, it educates you. So the moment you realize that, then you're like, adversity actually is not a bad thing. The struggles and the difficulty you go through, it teaches you more things that you don't know. Albert Einstein said, adversity introduces a person to themselves, to himself or to herself, whoever it is. And then Epictetus said, circumstances don't make the man. They merely reveal themselves to him or to her. So if adversity is just, something that tells you who you are and what you're made of, then you should not be scared of adversity. You should not be scared of trying new things and making mistakes. So my best advice is make a decision of what you want in life, and then what are you willing to do to get that that result that you want, and then keep doing something small every day to get there. But don't take a break. Like, don't say I'm going to do this month and then I'm going to stop doing it next month. It has to be something consistent. There's a saying that I heard that says, without commitment you will not start, and without consistency you will never finish. So you have to be committed to your decisions. You have to be committed to your goals. You have to be committed to your dreams. And once you're committed, you will start doing them. And then once you become consistent in doing them, then eventually you will reach that point where you're aiming at. And that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you.